So jumping into this spiritual archetype, how do you find out if you're a candidate to be able to expand your consciousness and completely change who you are and become a spiritual human being? Well, you can test yourself. Try the best way to start shifting your consciousness is to look into your past and see if there's been any strange occurrences that might be indicative of you being contacted by angelic beings. One of the main is someone who's had this experience hundreds and hundreds of times. If you have any moments in your life that where maybe you walked into a certain area of a wooded area or a secluded area and you saw like a light phenomena, and then you don't remember what happens before or after. I don't. By the way, I don't believe I've ever had any alien contact. I believe that there are angelic beings that are trying to contact people, and the powers that be want you to think that they're aliens or 5D beings that are in craft and with bodies. That's the main hypnosis, is they want you to think, because this is they're freaking out. I mean, these potentials are opening up, and to tap into that level of consciousness, you have to understand that these are your guides and people that are here to help you as well as the planet. And what the powers that be want you to think that they are body-based 5D beings, like that are dealing with our government, and they want you confused so that you can't access this extended form of consciousness. Now, I argue the people that can receive this ability, which I'm being very vague about when I'm talking about, it involves showing proof of the soul. That means that you can, at any time, without any ritual, after you're initiated, you can show proof of the soul. You can prove that we're living in a biological soul container. Sorry, I got the sun in my eyes here. So, So the people who are eligible for this will be people that maybe all of a sudden the old activities that they used to do that were self-centered are no longer making any sense. Like, say you were obsessed with some kind of art, and all of a sudden it's not making any sense. But what does make sense is a positive feeling you get when you help someone out. Like, maybe you helped an old lady unload her groceries. Maybe you saved an animal. And you'll notice, if you're one of these candidates, something will start to happen every time you do something good. You'll start to get a blissful feeling. For me, it was almost drug-like, and it's a calling. Unfortunately, I don't know why this is, but sometimes you'll begin to have dead animals, like dead birds, more specifically. This goes back to Greek mythology. I don't know why this happens. It just does. They'll be dead. I had multiple birds hit my window, to the point it was happening all the time when I was driving to the point I'm going, what the hell is going on? And this was years ago, before I realized it was part of this. They're trying to bring to your attention. That's not the greatest example, because you're probably wondering, why would angelic positive entities be dropping dead birds in front of you? I don't know. I looked it up. It's actually common, and it's actually not. It means something positive. It can mean that you're about to go through a major spiritual change, and you'll see things like that happen with like spirit animals. So how do you detect this? The easiest way to do this, this is a sort of like an insider thing here, is you have to see yourself in everything. You have to have objective love and compassion. That's essential. Like, you have to be able to feel bad if you step on a spider or something. Like, that's one of the first steps. And then you go to a hospice or a soup kitchen. hospice is great, and you sit there with people and learn to like it. It took me about a year I felt real nervous, and it took me almost a full year before I actually really began to enjoy it and see that I was doing good. And for me, I mean, this is after I was working in a hotspot and had seen all this phenomenon. But because I had seen all this phenomenon and I knew it was a correspondence, I was like, you know what, I'm going to try to be the best person I can and start doing Macallic work, like Christ impulse work. And I don't say that in a religious sense. I say Christ impulse, meaning learning to see objective love and compassion. That's Christ impulse. That's a mystery term. And you'll start to get these amazing things happen. Like if you have a real breakthrough. Like I remember one time I got down and tied someone's shoe. Like I got down and tied someone's shoe that had like nails overgrown, and I the point is I broke myself down, and I didn't think that was nasty, or because I have a problem with hygiene things, and being around other people, hygiene issues, so. And that was a breakthrough. And later on that day, or when I left the hospice, it was like everything was brighter. Like the sun will get brighter. Sometimes you'll see pink and amber colors. Your prana can get enhanced when you're working out later on, because prana is spirit energy. You can have entities, relatives, whatever, enhance your athletic performance. There's all kinds of ways to see this consciousness expand. And the more work you do, the more you give yourself over to it, you'll start to see that shift. And that's just the first step. That's the first step. And I can help people get through that first step so you can start your own journey and jump into this spiritual stream. It's amazing.